This was originally cut like Monty Python and the Holy Grail, where he kept starting further back whenever he would cut. The first cut of it I saw, I was like, that's not going to work. And then just to sort of fuck with Joel one more time, Joel's one of my best friends, so it's easy to do this to him, but just so fun. And what we did with that so that it would look unexpected is I'm like, okay, we're going to do it on 3, and can't spit. Joel had no idea it was coming. This was the very last thing that we shot in principal photography, was that shot right there. The sun was already up, and we were panicking, trying to just get it done. And I think right after they walked away, we yelled out, "That's a picture wrap" on Hatchet. And yeah.
I'm sure going into shooting this, you obviously realized it wasn't going to be easy. But how difficult was it? And was it really a shock to you to actually get everything done the way you wanted it?
You know, by doing the short films, by doing the cable commercials, by doing Coffee and Donuts with nothing, I actually felt like I had a lot of stuff going for me because, you know, we had like trailers and we had craft service and it wasn't my mom this time. And we had, you know, so there was stuff about it where I felt like I was on this huge budget film and I didn't take any of that for granted. And it was incredibly hard, and again, when you see what we went through to do it, it's the crew made it easy on me though. The people that worked on this movie, every single one of them, it wasn't just the key positions. I mean, the caterers, the PAs, everybody believed so much. They were so involved, and when something would go right, that collective just cheer that you would hear through the woods in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere. It was enough to bring like tears to your eyes because everyone believed in it so much. And then we went and we premiered the film at Tribeca, amazing reviews, amazing reactions, and the most insulting offers you've ever gotten from distributors. One of the ones who I'd done some work for, who I was very close with, walked out of this 5 minutes into it, just stood up and walked out on it because they had something better to go see. And after 20 years of believing in it and all the work that we did, and you're watching this happen and your whole world's crumbling all around you, and then I said, I'm not giving up. And the sales rep for the film sat us all down and he said, okay, here's the deal. You guys are going straight to video. And I started crying in the restaurant. We had one screening. I said, we still have 4 more sold out nights. I'm not going to listen to this. And he's like, well, you should take these offers. They're pretty good. You guys can make a lot of money. I'm like, make a lot of money? I'm like, this has to go to theaters. And left the lunch that we were having. We did 4 more sold out nights. And then what we did is I wanted to prove to the distributors that you guys, that's the Friday the 13th moment. Originally in the script, he came down from the tree, but we were like, fuck it, he's coming out of the lake. I wanted the distributors to go see that there is an audience for this still, and people don't just want remakes in PG-13, and if they just have to give it to you, and you guys will support it. And so I rented out the ArcLight Theater in Hollywood, which is like the best theater in America. It cost me $4,000. At this point, I hadn't been paid in 2 years. I was almost like $60,000 in debt. I was going to get thrown out of my apartment. I couldn't afford to eat. And it's funny because I would go to the festivals and people would be like, can I buy you a beer? I'm like, yes, please buy me a beer. We rented out the ArcLight, and all I did is I put something on the Hatchet website that said, tonight in Hollywood, free screening of Hatchet at 8 o'clock. And I just was like, let's see who shows up. It was a 400-seat theater. And I invited the distributors. 735 people showed up to try to get in. It was sold out a half hour before it started, and all the distributors came late because that's what they do. And that's the Texas Chainsaw ending.
And you really cut very suddenly there, don't you? So, I mean, purposely, are we going to continue in with Hatchet Hatchet 2 right from that?
The idea for Hatchet 2 is it's going to start on that frame and keep going, just like Halloween 2 sort of did. So the ArcLight Theater, the distributors showed up late because that's what they do. They're too cool, and there's all this, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Sorry, I don't give a shit who you are. There's fans in there now. You're going to have to wait. And we had to add a second show, and the distributors had to stand in the street with 300 screaming kids waiting to get in. And that was the night that we started getting the theatrical offers because they realized, oh wait, kids do want to see it. Because they don't care if it's good. They don't know. They just, how do you market it? How do you sell it? And the fact that we made our tagline on the poster, it's not a remake, it's not a sequel, it's not based on a Japanese one, was just the big middle finger to Hollywood. and I don't think they like that. It's actually not on the poster anymore, but the spirit of this film and the fact that the fans are the ones that carried it this far, and it's been such a long road. I mean, you guys saw it here last year, and it's not going to come out here for 4 more weeks. A lot of that was the ratings controversy in America just set us back, and they wanted to release it in America before anywhere else. But I can't, it sounds like such a line, but like, obviously, I love this more than anything I'll probably ever do because it was 20 years in the making. My crew are my best friends in the world. The actors are the best people in the world. But the fans, this only happened because of you guys, and because you rallied behind it, and because you get online and you blog and you believe in something. They do listen to you because they want to cater to you. So the next time you want to complain about why is everything a remake, or don't pay to go see it if you don't want to go see it. It's such a shame that Grindhouse is not going to open here the way it did in America, and I blame Americans for fucking that up because they should have been at the theater. I saw it twice opening weekend, best time in the movies all year, and because it didn't perform well, like now you guys are getting it in you're getting Death Proof first and then something else, and that's very unfortunate. I think you guys are going to get to show Edgar Wright's trailer here. Right. This brilliant, so good, and Eli Roth's trailer as well. You're going to be able to show that one? No. But genius.
Right, Hatchet 2, what more can you tell us? I mean, is it a definite reality as of this point?
This film has now made money, and it hasn't even come out yet. So the people who made it are definite. They want to do Hatchet 2. I have not agreed yet. Basically, what I need to have them agree to is that it has to be rated R. None of that, I don't want to sell out for PG-13 because it might sell more tickets. And everybody on my crew has to come back, or at least be invited to come back. If they won't do that, then I won't do it. So not too huge things to ask for, and I don't think it's going to be a problem. I'd love to be able to do Hatchet 2 because hopefully we'll have a little bit more money and time. And I mean, obviously when I watch this, I'm really happy with it, but all I see is the mistakes and what I really wanted to do and I couldn't do. And just like anybody out there who's directed a movie, you're never actually happy with it. You only see the problems. So to get to do Hatchet 2 and keep going with it, and also the fact that the storyline is set up for Hatchet 2 and 3. I didn't want to do one of those things where, well, we can always bring the killer back and we'll just do whatever. There is an actual story, so you're not just going to see Victor Crowley kill people again. You're going to learn more about it, and it's actually going to be a second film and not just...
What does that mean, festival version? What exactly do you mean by that, though? You just...
Those are the people who colored it the first time.
Oh, okay, right.
And that's our polite way of saying that. Marilyn Manson, have to thank him. I wanted that song in the movie really bad, but we couldn't afford it. Tamara Feldman was friendly with him. She was like painting watercolors with him every now and then. He's just into that stuff. We could not afford that song, and the record company was going to charge us an arm and a leg, and he actually called them and said, you know...
You can have it.
Yeah, give it to him, let him have it. And
right. Special thanks. Anybody interesting we should know here?
Yeah, there is.
Oh my God.
I was waiting to surprise you with that.
I am so shocked. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. Wow, how fantastic.
And on that, I want to say to Alan and Ian and Paul and everybody here, it's not a load of shit. I don't say this at every festival. This is my favorite festival in the world. I have been to all of them now. And you guys are unbelievable, and I'm so proud to be back here. And this crowd was such a huge part of the buzz and building the Hatchet Army and making this happen. So thank you guys so much. I fucking love the UK, and I'm going to have to come live here. So thank you guys.
Well,